Hey Go players, Devin Fraze here from Baduk Club. I want to talk to you guys about a style of tournament today called the Chicago style, or as I like to call it, deep dish. Not really, it doesn't call it deep dish. But before I dive into how it works and showing you the program, I want to tell you about why it is so good. When you run a tournament, a lot of people come because they want to play, serious games against other people, but they don't necessarily come just because they want to wait around and do nothing between rounds. They come to play and have fun and make friends and connections. So you can optimize a tournament for this by doing a Chicago style, which means self-pair style tournament. The idea here is that you will have less time between rounds because if multiple people finish at once, they can repair and go back into it. Now you're saying to me, Devin, what about championships and stuff like that? You can't have self-pair. You need structure, and you're right. For the majority of people, it should be about having more games and having fun. But for some people, for the top players, you want to have a lot of structure for rounds. Now, self-pair means that people can also choose poorly. So having software that helps with that can be important as well. Now, that should be enough time. Your job as organizer should be to empower people to connect and have great games and have fun. You still give them a clock and stuff like that. Still let them have a legitimate long game. You want to kind of encourage them to play well for a tournament style. For a tournament, you want that style of game to be a little bit longer. But if they do finish, lower queue players are always going to play pretty quickly. Again, this allows them to match up more. Now, the other thing I do in this tournament, I usually require a minimum number of rounds for the person to qualify. So if you have a one-day tournament, you usually want to do 4 rounds minimum of self-pair, and if you have a larger tournament, you can bump it up to 6 or 8 or something like that, depending upon the length of games. Okay, so let's dive into the program and show you guys how it works. Okay, so you see here, I've already named the tournament. It's Midwest Test, and I have some registrants that aren't here. Now, let's check them in. So Craig shows up, and click, he's checked in. I noticed that I can get a lot of info on Craig just from the check-in if I did some work beforehand, such as his AGA rating, his rank, what he's playing at, the amount paid, pay type, section, address, phone, email, member type of AGA, and expiration date. Now, it's kind of grayed out, and this is yellow because it's expired, so I might want to encourage him as he's checking in, hey, you should update your AGA membership, and also what club he's a part of. So let's check in everybody, and look at some other options. So you can see clubs, David and Devin. I'm Devin. They're from the same club, so might want to keep that in mind as we're thinking about pairing them together. Or let them, they probably already know this, but it's good for us to know. Another thing is we can see David hasn't paid for the tournament yet, but Devin has, and he paid with PayPal. So if we want to check that, we can reference this anytime. Other options, so this person I added, and their membership is expired. Well, the reality is they actually don't have a membership. They're just a random lettering. So we're going to get rid of them because they're not real. Now, a couple ways to add people. We can add people by typing in their name here. So if I come in here, I can find someone like my friend Queener, Michael, boom. Now he's in the tournament. If I want to edit information, that's good right there. If I want to do his payment live, that's also easy. So I can say, he paid cash at the door. The amount he paid was $1,000. I wish. And if the rest is going to be AGA, so we want to do out of my tournament fee. Now, if he wasn't an AGA member, we can do something like this, and the rest should be the normal AGA fee, whatever that is, whatever that should be. So we'll say he's already an AGA member. $1,000. Perfect. We're going to rake in the cash. Oh, sorry, tournament fee. There you go. Yeah, high tournament fees these days. Great, so we haven't checked in. If I need to, I can also add players manually as well. Just coming up here, going to records, and then add new record, bring in a player manually. So I'm not going to do that there because it's pretty obvious how that works. I mean, you add a player manually, right? But now what we can do for the first round, instead of doing self-pair, let's pair everyone, pair everyone for them, so they don't have to do it themselves. We can see here there's different pairings, gives you the colors, pairs people kind of generally by rank. If there's an issue, if we needed to, we could navigate using this to switch around how those pairings works, and also tells you the Comey there. Comey, if it's nothing, it's just it's an even Comey, but these players are paired. It's going to do handicap of 4 with a Comey of 0.5. So And if handicap is over 9, we could adjust that as well. So we're going to go ahead and create the games. We proceed. We agree to that. And now all the players are playing. If someone wants to take a break, they can, or be done with the day, they can appear here. And let's update this, and we'll see the rank distribution. So here's all the ranks in order, and that can be useful for rewarding prizes later. You look down here at the bands as well, how many people are per band. Obviously, we're running a fake teeny tournament, so not too many per band, but here's some kind of like generic bands. You don't have to necessarily do these, but good generic bands. So these are the games in progress. Now let's say somebody wants to update their game. Game finishes. Soren wins, beats his dad. Then it moves them back over. You can see it back over to here in the available section. Another thing that also kind of happened is it told you the start and end time of the tournament. That can be really nice. So let's say, Soren finishes. Now he's looking to take me down. Well, he's wondering how long have I played. So you hover over my name. It tells you the time elapsed. Now, I'm literally demonstrating this very fast, so it's going to say time elapsed 0. But if I've been playing for 2 minutes, obviously it's a good indicator that I'm not going to be free soon. But if you hover over and it says, hey, he's been playing for an hour and a half, that's a really terrific. Oh, there you go. Went to a minute. Almost a minute. If playing for an hour and a half, well, maybe he's almost done, and you can go check the game and see how I'm doing and stuff like that. So that's a really useful, nice feature too. So let's go ahead and mark the rest of these games results. If we need to, we can also swap colors if something happened where that was wrong, or change Comey, etc. Great. So now all the players are available again, and they're over here on the left. If we want, we can again adjust the people's stats. So if they decide to just disappear or go on a break or be done for the day, that's all adjustable right here. Now, another neat thing is people can choose their own opponent. So if someone comes in here and they should go to select their name. So select Devin, boop. And when they select their name, it's going to tell them people near their rank, although in this case, I guess since I lost, it put me down here, kind of divided up that way. Based on also win rank, so near the rank and like kind of what we think on win ratio, who they should play. So I've already played Mark, so it's not going to try and pair me with Mark. It's going to gray out his name. It's going to suggest that maybe I play Michael, but I don't have to. I can choose anyone from this list. So I'm going to choose Soren. Select my name, and then if I want to select the people for pairing, the TD can help you do this. You just select that, and we're select player 2, and then now I'm playing Jerry, actually, instead of Soren. So we'll let that happen, and we'll come back to those results later. So another option is, let's say, Dave is looking for a game, and he sees Craig's on here. He's like, oh, I don't know who Craig is. Now, during check-in, I can take a photo of you, and then that way your photo is available from the day of the tournament. I mean, I'm not going to keep your photos, but it's available day of the tournament, so you can find that other player, and you know exactly what they look like, what they're wearing, and stuff like that, and it can be really easy to do a self-pair and find that person. So that's a nice feature too. We go over to players. Again, you can edit those stats. Go over to games. Here are the games that have been played in total. These games are done, and then this is the one currently going on. We come back over to the dashboard, and again, we have these people playing. Me and Jerry are having a game. So it also tells you again right there on the dashboard if people need to pay, and I can hunt that down during the tournament to go find them for that fee if somehow they snuck on by during the check-in period. So that's generally it. I mean, you just get to come over here again, select your name. Whoops, come over here, and there we go. Select your name, and it'll help you find that pairing for that next round. If someone's playing, then you'll let you know not to pair with them there, or it'll tell you to if they left and stuff like that. This wait time will update. Let's see here. Sorry, that's not working right now. But in general, that tells you. It's also going to help you know who's winning the tournament, what the current standings are. When you're done with the tournament, it's pretty easy. You just come down here and you do export results, and then it exports it to a file that will be easily shareable with the AGA or any other organization. So this program itself was developed by the Honorable Mark Rubenstein, Chicago director, and again, he got this actually from the Ann Arbor Go Club a ways back. Those were the first people to come up with a tournament style like this. But I really like it. It's like I said, it's a really great way to make sure that you have people maximizing their games played, which is the point. You go to Go Tournaments to have fun, to play games, and to up your rank. So I hope that makes sense. If you have questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. I will write your response and help answer them. and let you know how it goes. I'm going to use it very soon here in the Midwest Open in January, but I've seen it been used. I went to the Chicago tournament a month ago, and it worked wonderfully, and I think it's going to work even better with more people. So, that's the Chicago style tournament, and hopefully it becomes the norm. I'm here to try to make that happen. So thanks for checking it out, and subscribe. I'm going to make more videos on all sorts of different stuff. So about how do we organize different tournaments and clubs and teaching, and how different rule sets work and stuff like that. So this is definitely, if you want to know about all the nitty gritty details about how to run Go events and tournaments, subscribe and keep checking back here. Thanks so much, man, guys and women. Appreciate it. I'm so awkward. I apologize. But thank you very much. Bye, guys.